And it looks like Destruct's going to wait on Mega and pray that it comes. Oh, look at that pop. Walter, actually, amazingly, what? Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but apparently Destruct went down 7-2 is the current score. It's very rare when you see two players like this, like, get that close where they could have kissed each other. I mean, I think Destruct...
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Well, I think Destruct was afraid that he'd kill himself. And so he didn't fire his weapon. And then, whatever reason, Walter didn't pull the trigger for a second. Destruct is now on the defensive and doesn't have jack shit. Walter coming down on the warpath. Here comes the LG. Walter's going to back off here and just keep Destruct stuffed in this corner. We're going to go take a look at Walter's point of view. Walter's going to secure red armor. RJ back up. Oh, the railgun from Destruct coming in and shutting Walter down as he attempted to make a move towards the RL. Destruct getting another peak rail, and he's going to move in for the kill for Walter, but wow, Destruct almost got Walter down with those rails. That was a nice move, it just didn't quite pan out for Destruct. 7-3, this is a 4-frag game, we got about 4 minutes left to go. Destruct just stole red armor there, and so the winner of this fight, I think this is going to be very decisive. Destruct won it, and so now he has a chance to regain control. Walter's going to go grab himself a rail, but you know, Destruct still having that 5-frag lead. This will be rough. 7:25 is on the clock. That means that we have about 2.5 minutes left to go. Destruct gonna do what he can to survive. And Walter hitting one of the rails. And this time we're seeing Destruct showing off that patience that he does so well, where he basically stops and waits and figures out where his opponent goes and stays out of the line of sight for it. So yeah, nice move by Destruct. He doesn't have any resources here, and so Walter might be able to get a frag, but look at how much time look at how much time that Destruct is burning off the clock. Let's go watch Walter's point of view for a minute. Destruct's, he's not making plays to get control of items anymore. Although he just stole red, that's a nice move. But that last exchange, he basically was just burning out the clock and trying to, keep Walter from taking control of the items. And there it is, Destruct getting yet another frag. Walter now 4 frags down with 1.5 minutes to go. Going to be very difficult to pull through here. Destruct showing that he is very adept at surviving, even when the upper hand is not in his favor. Pair of rails for Walter will not be enough to pull down Destruct. Destruct rolls through with the lightning gun. 5 frag lead, and it looks like Walter is complaining about his ping being 80. So in the waning seconds of this match, it looks like Destruct is going to hang on to his crown. He's going to pull down Walter one more time, I think. There it is, a rail. Beautiful rail with about 30 seconds left to go. Of course, I think next up we have Rafa. Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Alright, so that'll be quite a matchup. We've seen several times over the previous Kings of the Hill where Destruct was often the closest contender to pulling down Rafa. I think on the first week that we saw them, the match was, what, within 2? I want to say.
Yeah, they're all really close every time we've seen them.
Yeah, so let's see if tonight will be the same thing, but perhaps in Destruct's favor, because tonight he has really been on. Alright, so we're going to see Rafa versus Destruct facing off right here. Guys, spam IRC, let people know that I think one of the best showdowns of the night is about to happen. We've seen some beautiful play by Destruct all night long. He's held on to this. He's survived 4 challengers so far, and I think tonight is his night to pull down Rafa. I'm going to predict it right now. And I want to say, I think the feedback on from what I've seen about the update. It's been pretty positive, but I really want to say thank you to id Software for getting the private server stuff working. It's a huge plus for us. We really appreciate it, and thank you again for especially the features, because that's going to make our other matches very fun to watch. We're going live right here, Destruct versus Rafa, and we've got Destruct getting a red armor rocket spawn, while Rafa is getting plasma and a bit of mega. Eats just a splash with that rocket, and hits a happy bind. Rafa playing a bit of the quiet game there, eats a bit of a rocket, and he will be a little bit short on the armor, and Destruct, knowing the timing of that mega, able to grab it and back off. Still no blood drawn yet. Destruct. Given that Rafa has won 2 of these things, and I think in both of those nights that Rafa won, he beat Destruct in order to do it. I'm going to be rooting for Destruct this round. I'm taking sides. Rafa getting a pop on Destruct, and Destruct's going to show up just in time for Mega. Nice work there. Rafa still doing quite well himself, topped off on health and about 100 armor. Destruct doing a little bit better off. He's got about 40 in each category, although dodging a rocket by Rafa that goes just over his head. And out comes the LG, and Destruct has Rafa stuck on the plat. Destruct, though, hurting bad here. 22 health, and still no blood drawn. Amazingly so. Both players really hurting there. Rafa's going to back off to the what some people consider the weaker side of the map, and grab himself.
Yeah, both guys. Go ahead. Yeah, both guys are hurting there, unfortunately. So they both kind of had to retreat.
Yeah, but honestly, it sort of just speaks to the presence of mind of these guys about, oh, that 50 health is going to save Rafa, and Destruct knows that he doesn't have a strong position there. He backs off. Destruct, yeah, both guys almost identical stacks here. The next pickup for Rafa, that's going to give him the advantage, but Destruct has the height advantage, continues to have it here. Destruct trying to cut him off, and there's Mega, and Rafa is just lining up the shots and will get first blood and secure that Mega health. And you can see that Rafa was just waiting for Destruct to make a move on that Mega and line up a rocket, but Destruct tried to fake him out by making the move over to the side. It didn't happen. Rafa got first blood. We have almost 3 minutes burned away in just one frag between these two. Takes his time as he secures red armor. Destruct doing pretty well on stack, and I go up strong here against Rafa. RJ's up, grabs the yellow armor, denied that armor from Rafa, but he's hurting a bit on health. He's going to try to go up strong here, see if he can finish off Rafa. Has to back off, and he's only got 1 rocket. And now the question is, can he time this 1 rocket? Yes, he does get a smack on Rafa with it. And now he needs to wait for red armor and try to stay out of the line of fire. Rafa poking around Destruct. Gonna eat a rocket straight from Rafa's rocket launcher straight into the brain. And Destruct now on the defensive. 2 frags down. Rafa gonna be able to LG Destruct here. Destruct's gonna get away just barely. Rafa backs off in order to grab a bit of armor. And now he's gonna face off against an LG Destruct. And Rafa backs into a 50, drops into a red. Yeah, you can see Rafa is really using the LG well to soften up Destruct here, and is able to keep him away from that mega health that has just spawned. Rafa grabs it and plasma climbs, and Destruct saw where he's at. Destruct's only going to have about 50 armor here.
Yeah, both guys pretty even though in the stack right now.
Rafa has red armor.
Yeah, he just picked it up. I spoke too late.
But, well, and the important thing, oh, Destruct has Rafa in the corner here. Look at this. Rafa ran out of,
I think he ran out of the lightning gun.
Yeah.
Costly too. It's gonna cost Rapid that mega health.